A new organization is helping those in crisis, and you can help too. Everett Van Engelhoven and Daryl Costain are joining us today from Furniture Mission of the Red River Valley. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, I've had several people here in the Valley News Live newsroom tell me that you need to talk to these guys from the Furniture Mission because they're doing great things, and I don't think everyone knows about them just yet. So let's talk about how you guys started Furniture Mission, at least a branch here in Fargo-Moorhead. Whose idea was that to bring it here?
Well, the idea kind of stemmed, and that could be a long story in itself, but kind of stemmed from an experience I had with the Red Cross, where I ran across a resource in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, called the Furniture Mission of South Dakota. And they service clients down there with a complete menu of furniture and so forth. That you've got a situation where someone needs help, they give you the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, all the furniture that's necessary to reestablish a home. And I had firsthand view of that and went down there, and I thought this is something that would really look good and would work well in Fargo-Moorhead.
Everett, I have heard a lot about you being a longtime volunteer and doing great things, so it doesn't surprise me that you were already volunteering, saw the need, and then decided you need to do it here. Maybe you guys could tell us a little bit more. Maybe, Daryl, you could tell us, Everett just touched on it, if you have a fire, any devastating event in your home, you may not have a couch, a bed, a lot of things that a lot of us just take for granted.
Yes, and using that as a benchmark, every time I hear about a fire, I think we're going to get some people to come in. We go through the Red Cross with them. A lot of times we use a referral process, but a lot of people don't take renter's insurance. So if they lose an apartment, they get another apartment, but they don't have the money to buy a couch. And our number one item to give away is a mattress. People are sleeping on the floor. They'll take any kind of mattress, and we do the box spring and the frame and everything else. But we've really helped a lot. Matter of fact, our 200th customer was in 2 weeks ago, had that scenario happen in his life. And he was so happy that he had a new apartment with some furniture in.
That's incredible. You know, it's also one of those things that you just don't think about until you're in that situation. But that's why right now we're talking to you guys, because people can help you help others, right?
Absolutely.
And how can they do that? What's the best way to get a hold of you? And you mentioned mattresses are needed, but how can they get a hold of you? And what are some of the other things that people could donate?
Well, first of all, anybody can go online to our website, which is furnituremissionrrv.org. I remember the RRV. And we accept anything, we call it gently used, but functional furniture, and we do accept bedding, such as mattresses and box springs and so forth. But the mattresses we're kind of fussy on. They have to be very clean and stain-free. But like Daryl says, they're the highest demand item that we take in. But any good functional furniture for a living room, a kitchen, a bedroom, nightstands. The second item that's really in high demand are dressers. Everybody wants a dresser for their clothing. And so between a dresser, a bed, a couch, and a kitchen table and chairs, those are the high demand items. Most of these people who are starting over start out with a relatively small apartment, so they don't have a lot of room for a lot of big things. So the small kitchen table with 2 to 4 chairs just goes very, very quickly.
And can you talk about the reaction you get from people when you can help out? I would imagine that's why you guys are doing this too. It's not about the numbers, the stats, the dressers and the mattresses. It's about the faces of the people you're helping.
I can maybe address that. It impacts a lot of different stakeholders, if you will, in our group. We had a lady that mother passed away, and she had all her furniture. She was so happy that furniture would get a new home because it still had a lot of life in it. We've got volunteers. We had a couple of young folks from NDSU that came to help us, and they thought this was so cool that they could help somebody else. They don't have the financial wherewithal, but we can all be donors. If you buy a new couch, chances are you got an old couch you want to get rid of. If you buy a new dinner table, you have an old one. So we're unique in the fact that we pick up in the Cass and Clay County area with our truck at no charge. We may ask for a donation to our cause, but or you can also stop by our warehouse from 1 to 5 on Wednesdays and Thursdays to drop off if it's more convenient. We certainly appreciate that.
And the other side of that coin, as far as the human reaction, is the recipient, the client that comes in that's going to get that free furniture. In 99% of the cases, they're very, very appreciative. Can't thank you enough. Some of them are moved to tears. It's a very, very rewarding experience. And the other thing in that respect is the one thing that we need more than anything right now is volunteers. You would never regret it. You come and you work at the warehouse, you see these people come in and get their free items, and you're helping them get a new start on life. We don't ask any questions. These people come to us, I should mention, on a referral process. You can't just come to us directly off the street, so to speak. But there's about 15 agencies that we work with in Fargo Morehead that refer clients to us that are in need, they're in crisis, and they come and they pick out their items, and it's a very rewarding experience to be helping people out in that respect.
I bet it is. Everett, Daryl, you guys are doing great things. We're going to put the contact information up on our North Dakota Today Facebook page, so maybe you'll get some more volunteers, maybe you'll get some donations. It's a great cause. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Lisa.
Need an idea for dinner? Coming up on today's show, it's a Meatless Monday, and we're going to learn how to make, this sounds delicious, Mediterranean stuffed sweet potatoes. Don't go anywhere.